the leaks. This is the next one to attack. You've got to get onto this side anyway. These windows. There you go. It's coming absolutely straight down. But I am capturing the water, which is a good thing. But the other one's fine. Welcome back to the Pirate. Now, let's have a look. We are still, obviously, prepping the grey. But we've had some issues where I should have dealt with a long time ago and I haven't done it. The windows are still leaking. I have done the starboard side navigation window. We have done the starboard side screen window. But the big ones that are leaking are the two side main cabin windows, which were reducing us from doing any work in there. Let's have a quick look at what we've got to deal with, and they're not going to be easy. I have been sort of putting these off, I must admit, because I've had a look at them, and they are, I don't think they're going to be that easy to do. So if we now have a look from the inside, we'll look at this one first. We can't do anything on this side, or this side, which is the worst one, until we take them out, clean them up, we see them. Now someone spent a long time putting these little threaded studs in. They've all got to be unscrewed from the outside, but if you look here, someone's also spent a long time putting fiberglass and all sorts of stuff in. It's all got to come out. We don't want any of this. I mean, look at this, this is some sort of fill, I don't know what that is. Car filler maybe, I'm not sure. So first thing to do first, get a screwdriver, an electric driver. We'll take out the heads and from the outside and see how we get on. Some come out easy, others just turn. Personally, I wouldn't have used these. Some went for a lot of trouble. I'd have preferred to use the probably self-tapping and just pre-drilled the holes. Because these lugs, the trouble with these is if I can't get these back in, I've got to start thinking about what I'm going to do with the lugs. They've got like these threaded lugs that are in there. I mean, I've got to get them out and they're not easy. If I have to redo these, what I'll do is I won't use these holes. I'll drill the frame again and I'll make new holes, and then when I put the seal in, I'll use self-tapping, short self-tapping, because I'm using CT1. CT1 will hold this window with the self-tappers, and it'll be easier in the future if I need to do anything with it. Now they're out. I'm going to have to cut around the frame. This has been really glued in. Get a knife. Some screws won't come out. I don't think they're holding it, I think they're just, the threads are gone. It's always worth a go. No chance. No chance. You have to cut from the inside. That's all we can do. Filler. We've got filler. We've got fiberglass. We've got wood fill. We've got silicone. Yeah. I'm going to go around the whole edge with this. See where we are. The other side, to be honest, doesn't look as bad as this one. Really, this one doesn't leak. It just looks terrible. That one leaks like a pond, man. That's just like a waterfall. Like a waterfall. Fills up buckets. Oh, it's warm in here. I'm cutting this out, and what I'm cutting is into fiberglass. So when this window was out, not only did they basically seal it up with everything they could find, they used fiberglass. So it's going to be a real pig. I'm going to have to go out on the outside and go round with a multi-tool very carefully all around that top edge and try and dig into that fiberglass wherever it is. I don't think it's everywhere, but I definitely know it's in certain places, like here and along here. This is fiberglass. It's been built up with fiberglass. Now I've already cut into this here. I can't do anything that side, but I daren't risk breaking that window. Well, I've been on this for about an hour now, and all the dust you see is fiberglass. So if this is all fiberglass what they've used to put this window in with a head load of stuffs of silicone seal. It's all got to come out, and then when it gets out we're going to clean all this up and everything else. And so far I've managed to get this so far without breaking a window. Now my little price, I'm not worried about the paint on this. It's going to be repainted. So it's a frame, and we are now starting to get a bit of movement in the frame, slowly, and that's all you can do. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go along this edge with this bit of wood, and I'm literally just going to put that in there, and a little bit at a time I'm just going to start prizing out the window. I've had to drill out a couple of these screws as well, but I'm not worried about screws. I've got a better way of fixing this in than these stupid things. Okay, let's get it to the other end and we'll see if we can pull this window out. Not all my tools, having to use a window out, chisel, wood, amazing tool, and a drill. You've got to have a drill. I think we've got this. I don't want to be falling off the boat when it comes off. Oh dear. Now, let's have a look where you can see what I mean. You look at on the inside of the edge. This is now silicone. The end sections right down the end was in with silicone and epoxy. And this here is epoxy as well, which is why I've had to use the multi-tool to cut through it. But I think now a little bit of work, this is going to come through. I don't think the other side's anywhere near as bad as this. I hope not. I mean, this side's almost out, look. It's a shame I can't just... I think it might go. Look at this. It's going, but I've got to watch that glass. If glass like this goes, if it goes, it doesn't give you a second chance, it just bang, it's gone. So I'm going to go on the inside. What I've got to be careful of on the inside is that it don't fall out if I just get that nice spot where it's released. And then it's all over, because it'll be on the floor in bits. I can't believe what they've done here. I can see it now. Incredible. But it's not a problem. Nothing's a problem. It just takes longer. It just takes a bit longer, that's all. Nothing's a problem. It's actually going. Look at this. God. Now, we've got to get this window down. But let's have a look what we're up against. Look. Everything. You can see that down there. This is resin, hard resin with filler on top. Come in the corner, resin. Okay. Let's get it cleared up. Let's get all this rubbish off it. Get that window down. All this. It's not too bad actually, it's just awkward. God. We'll get it all cleaned up. Let's get down to the ladder. I've got the hole in my boat. I think it should come off quite easy. The scraper. We're going to have to sand it as well. Try and get it so it's balanced. We're down. We're there. Oh man, this is heavy. But this is what we've got to get off. We've got to clean this up. We've got to do a little bit of blackening. This isn't too bad. I think this isn't too bad at all, actually. But it won't be done today, so we're going to have to make a bit of noise. And it's getting on a bit. But we will get anything like this off. I'm quite surprised we got it off as well as we did. The other side will be easier. I know it will be. It's getting a little loss of light at the moment, but I'd like to show you something while we can. Just here. This is all fiberglass. This is what was sticking our window in. It's what we battled against. We're going to chop this out. And basically, when we go to put the window back in, we use wood spacers at the base. As long as we can get a good seal from the outside on this edge, we'll be fine. That's the goal. To seal the window and have it flat against the outer surface of the boat. So there's a little bit of sand to do as well. This side here, I've already shaped this out a little bit, so that's looking not too bad. We've got trims to go to the bottom of the windows when we use them, so they're just here. So they go on the base all the way along, and then we've got another trim that goes around the outer side of the window all the way around on both sides. So, oh, I'm looking at that window now. Okay, let's have a look at let's get the chisel out. The rest we can do with a sander. At the moment, we've got it all cleaned off. It's going to be a dry night tonight, so we're just going to pop this back in, set the, just put a couple of screws back in to hold it. Rain's forecast for tomorrow midday, so I've got time to put this in and seal it, and you never know, I might even get the other one done. I think the other one will be a lot easier than this. I'll just give this a wash down now, get all the years of crap and dust off it. See what happens tomorrow. I can't believe I didn't break it. Up it goes. This will be interesting. And that slip. Now that's how it should fit. Now we know tomorrow we need to pull in these ends, so that's fine. That's fine. Just trying to go back to where one of their screws were. I'm just going to see how easy this does actually pull in. Okay. Yeah, that will pull in. Just put a little one there for now. We're not going to push it too much. So, yes. So this can pull in. We know that. There's nothing stopping us from a decent seal around here. That's just sitting there to stop the weather for tonight. Okay. Next. Now, I've actually cleaned all the window frame round, and I've actually built a little bit out with some wood, which I'll show you a little bit when we put in. Now it's time to basically put some seal around this window. It should fit straight in. I think we're going to have to play around with a couple of the screws here and there, but hopefully we're sealed. So the first bead I'm going to put right around the edge on the inside. You get about 20 minutes or so before this starts to cure properly when it's not compressed. So plenty of time, as long as the window fits, which I know it does. Yeah, this window isn't actually the worst window, but I knew this would be the hardest one to do. The amount of fiberglass that was holding it in. Whether I've got enough, I don't know. Right, next. Moving down. This is what prevents a lot of the work in high temperatures, because we've got a little bit of leeway today, because it's still about 18, 19, but under 25 we get a bit of time. Once you get above that temperature, it's rubbish, it goes off too quick, and I wouldn't, by the time I get this window in, that would already be setting, and I don't want that. So here we go, next one. Notice I'm using the same tube on the end. There's a little bit left in there. See, I have to think about things like that. I'm going to go a bit thicker on this one. This is where we need to pull it in. There'll be gunk everywhere. Right, I'm going to open these windows. I've got something to grip to. I need something to grip onto. Okay, up we go. First thing I'll do, line it up. I can already feel that gripping. Okay, right. Now I had to do a little bit of pulling back at that. I'm hoping. I just need the one. In this end somewhere there is one. I don't know where it is. Even if I use a normal screw for now, just to get it. I don't think that's going to do it. Just look at that. We got it. It's really important that we get a seal right here. Look at that. You can see now that, I mean, we've got to scrape it all off, but we're getting the shape. I'm just going to put a couple in. Something, whoever done the measuring for the screws was absolutely spot on. It was the gap on the inside what was the problem, and but with this you can do something with the gap. Once you know the outside is sealed and you're not going to get any water coming in them seals, you can pretty much use what you like, but I wouldn't by any means use fiberglass. I just wouldn't use fiberglass. It's just the trouble I had getting it off was just incredible. It's just not worth it. Now this is going on lovely. We've got the other end to pull in though. I just want to make sure we've got enough. I want to make sure we've got enough tension this end. We're now pulling that end. Just enough, not all the way. There you go. That's now. I think I would get away with putting one in here now, just to hold it. Don't go too much. One in here. Just keep pulling it in. Here. Still not pulling in properly. Let's get it. That's got it. Might have to pull that one out again. I think it's a knackered screw. Okay. We have our window in position and it's shaped. All we do now is I'm going to put all the screws back in and bring it back. Lovely. Okay. Window's in. It's completely sealed. Now I actually sanded it down as well, so it's going to have to be blackened, but that's not going to leak. This one here is the hardest one on the boat to do, because this was the only one which was totally fiberglass, didn't have to be cut out, and it's taken a long time to do. But it's sealed, it's ready for painting. I had to, if you look around some of the edges here, some of this fiberglass was this far onto the boat, and you look around the top here, so this is going to have to be prepped and redone, but there's no way water's getting through that, and it's all the way along. And yeah, I'm happy with that. I've got the other side to do, and then we've got this one to do and this one to do, and then that's as far as I go with the windows, apart from putting the new seals in, painting them, and looking at this part here, which we'll talk about in a little while. Let's have a look inside. Let's have a look on the inside. I recut some of this wood a little bit, so the black, what you can see here, I don't think you can see it that well actually, is basically what squashed through from the outside. So if we look around here where we had a huge gaps here, now the window is actually fitted correctly, and the reason it's fitted, I know it's fitted correctly because I took my time to shape the window in, and that's not going to leak. That's not going to leak. That is the hardest one on the boat. That is no doubt about it. No window on this boat will be as difficult as that one. This one, if we look at it, this is the next one to do, which I'll do. I won't take you all through this one. This will get done in the next few weeks, and it's not going to be anywhere near as difficult. So we don't have anywhere near as much fiberglass. But basically, yeah, it's looking okay. That's looking good. Well, I've had to put the camera in here. It started to rain a bit. It's a waterproof camera before I get wet. Thanks for watching, everybody. I think it just goes to show how you can start a job, plan for a few hours, maybe half a day, and you're on it the next day. It just goes to show how boats work. But believe me, you, I've already well into the next one. So we'll see you again soon. Take care. Thanks for watching, and as always, look after yourselves. You're the important ones. Thank you.